guys, welcome back to MJ's Dinosaurs. In today's video, we are going to be talking about some recent dinosaur discoveries. Basically just a few that I thought might interest you guys. You could learn something new about a new species or anything like that. I have a few things in the description for you. The first thing is the Jurassic January, or MJ's Dinosaurs Jurassic Journal, Jurassic January newsletter. That will be linked in the description, as well as the articles about these discoveries if you want to do more research. The first discovery that I wanted to talk about takes us all the way to the UK on the Jurassic coast. They think this is a new Pliosaur species, which, to clear the air a little bit here, I actually got this confused at first too. So I actually thought at first that this was a plesiosaur. It's actually a pliosaur, which is more like kind of a mosasaur. I think that's kind of what it looks most like. But here is a picture of a plesiosaur, and here is a picture of a pliosaur, which is actually what this article is all about. And basically this discovery was made not too long ago, and there's actually a documentary that was aired recently, I think it was on the 1st of January, that kind of talked a little bit about this dinosaur and just about, I think it might have had part of like the excavation in it, and it was just kind of about what we know so far about this specific individual and also other pliosaurs that might be on the Jurassic coast. I haven't watched it yet, but because I don't have BBC, the channel, but if any of you guys do, be sure to check that out, and I'm sure they have a lot more details on that there than most articles do. But I thought this was really cool. It kind of sheds light on the different pliosaur species that, or different marine reptile species that were just around at the time of dinosaurs under the ocean, and they were kind of similar to dinosaurs in some ways. Like, they were both reptiles, but they kind of led completely different lives in two different settings. And I think it's really cool because I need to learn more about prehistoric marine life too. Because I know a lot more about dinosaurs and things that were on the surface, but hopefully in the next couple months I'll be able to learn and share what I learned with you guys about these awesome creatures. The next discovery I wanted to share with you guys was the juvenile Gorgosaurus that was discovered, and it was actually kind of an interesting specimen. So basically its last meal was still inside its abdominal cavity, basically still inside its stomach, and this is the first kind of find we found like this in tyrannosaurs specifically, but in other animals like mammoths, I've heard they still have like stomach contents, but that is a lot more likely, I think, because it was basically preserved in ice, basically mummified in ice, whereas these, over time, the bones became mineralized and basically became rock. This was a lot more rare to find as opposed to like mammoth with stomach contents, and I think it's really cool, and with finds like this we can learn more about the diet and hunting habits of these dinosaurs. We are discovering more and more really awesome fossils that are out there, and I think this one is definitely a really awesome fossil. The next discovery, this is one of the first Triceratops skulls that has been in one of those more eastern states. This is like the first one in Tennessee, and the curator of the museum, or owner of the museum, he said he thinks it's one of the first Triceratops skulls in many of those eastern states, which is really cool. The dinosaur was excavated in Montana and was transported to Tennessee to a smaller museum there in like Murfreesboro. This Triceratops skull is currently being kind of taken out of the rock it is in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and I think it's really cool that this was basically the first Triceratops skull that is in one of those eastern states. As the curator said in one of the videos I watched, that even though it's like a more common species of dinosaur, it's still cool that they were able to find it and able to put it in their museum. And they think it'll be about 1 year before it goes on display, before it's actually like out of the rock it's in. Because right now they're like chipping away all the rock that it's kind of embedded in. But they think in about a year's time it'll be up in their museum. So if you're ever by Tennessee, you could check out the museum in Murfreesboro to check out this cool Triceratops. The last kind of discovery, basically an accumulation of news, that was recently discovered that Nanotyrannus is actually a species, not just a young tyrannosaur. So basically Nanotyrannus, exactly like its name implies, is a small tyrannosaur, and for a while they thought it was just a juvenile T-Rex, but with look at the growth rings of a Nanotyrannus, they realized that this was not a fast-growing young T-Rex, but rather a almost full-grown species, or full-grown specimens have been found of this Nanotyrannus species that are fully grown. And so now it is basically official that Nanotyrannus is its own species, which I think is really cool. I know lots of people that have been studying it, and I plan to do more studying on it soon in my Dino field guide. But I think it's really cool to know that this is actually a species now, considered a species, has proof that it's a species, without like thinking it's just a young tyrannosaur. Official that it's its own species now. If you guys have been following the Nanotyrannus kind of discoveries, anything like that, I'm more recent with it, but I think it's cool to know that it has been confirmed that it is its own species. I plan to post a lot in the new year, more of this dinosaur talk episodes on my channel. Hopefully some Dino field guide videos for you guys. And also some fossil hunting videos, rock hounding videos, that will be coming out in the new year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned something new from some of the discoveries, and I hope you guys have an awesome new year. Bye!